Hello friends, this is Miss Seaman and I'm going to show you how to make a green screen recording. So I'm going to use the Vscope app. It's the app with the green screen that looks like a big V. You should be able to download this to your iPad. So I'm going to click on Vscope. You can see I already have some samples here, but I'm going to create a new project. So I'm going to click that and give my project a name. So for your name, I would suggest typing your name and then leave all the rest of the settings alone and create a new project. So when you create that new project, in the lower right hand corner there are some plus signs. You're going to put whatever your video is in the bottom. So you do need to make sure the first time that you do this that you allow this to access your photos. So I'm going to click recently added and then I'm going to go find a video and then I'm going to click OK. So when I click OK, it's going to ask me if I want the green screen effect. I'm going to click yes. And then on the second bar, I'm going to click the plus sign and go to either another video or photos. So if I go to photos, I'm going to choose this photo and click OK. So it may or may not ask me if I want the green screen effect. If it does, I'm going to click yes. I'm going to take this photo and I am going to enlarge it and kind of move it so that it's in the middle of the screen where where you'll see me. So then the next thing that I'm going to do is click that photo, and now I have some tools that show in the middle of the screen. I'm going to click these lines and dots all the way on the right hand side. That's going to let me use the green screen effect, so I'm going to click the plus sign, and you can see that I can see myself now. Now the slider above the green, you can move it to get it to be exactly the effect that you want. So you may have to move it one way or the other so that it picks up the green of the background. If you move it too far, then the green will be in the front. So you want to make sure the green becomes black. Okay, and then for some reason it won't let me play it this way, so I'm going to go back out to projects, back into my project. Oops, wrong one again, but here it is. And then I'm going to play it. Now notice too that my picture is not as long as my video, so I may need to drag the end of this picture so that it matches the end of my video. So one more thing that you can do, click on your picture again, click those dots to edit it, and if there's sound, you'll have the option to turn off the sound too. So I'm going to go back to projects again, and then I am going to get this one that I just did. I don't know why I keep having a hard time finding it. So I'm going to press play.
Hi friends, this is Miss Seaman and I'm demonstrating a few different ways that you can use the green screen.
Okay, so there I am in a cup. Now here's another one where I'm in a cup, and this one's pretty cool. This one I use pom-poms for. So I drop the pom-poms in as a video and watch what this effect looks like.
Hi friends, this is Miss Seaman and I'm demonstrating a few different ways that you can use the green screen.
So you can see that those pom-poms were green and I was dropping them in the cup, and when I enlarged the picture, I wanted to make sure that that picture was in the middle of the screen to match where my face was. So you have to do two things. You have to have a video of yourself and a second video that has the green in it, or you have to have the video of yourself and a picture that has green in it. Here is one with an airplane. So what I did for this one, I have different pictures of airplanes you can see as I slowly go by. These are different pictures, and I adjusted the length so that it looks like the plane is moving. So let me go back and play this one.
Do you like my airplane? That is on a green piece of Lego board.
So you can see that I built the airplane and put it on a green piece of Lego board. You can kind of see it here because of the reflection of the light, but that's really the only place where you see that Lego board. So if you like Legos, you can build Legos and get a green, a big piece of green Lego board and put your creation on top of that Lego board, and the green will disappear. So that's another option. And then here's a fun one. This one, I had a Lego door This one didn't work quite as well, but you can see there's green in the background.
Check out this doorway. In this doorway, I have a green piece of foam in the back.
So in this one, I put a piece of foam at the back of the doorway, so it looks like I am in the doorway. And then the last one that I want to show you is this one, and this I made with green Play-Doh. So you can see this one also, again, I did as separate images, and then I stitched them together to make it look like that lump of clay was turning into something. Now I had a background of flames, and so wherever the green is now the flames. The little eyeballs that you see, those are just little googly eyes that I put in the green Play-Doh. So here's another option for you to do as well. So notice that the backgrounds have all been white or green. So I'm just going to take you to my photo roll for a minute. Here's my photos, just so that you can see. Here's the airplane is up towards the top. As I scroll down, I was playing with keys and some other things too. Then you see the door. I was trying to make the door open, which is something that you could do if you wanted to. Here's the video of my pom-poms up towards the top, and then here's my little monster. So you can see it was like I took a picture, moved it, took a picture, moved it, and I had two different types of monsters. So you can definitely do that as well if you want to. So again, the app that I'm using is called Vscope Live. You can download that from your camera roll. And when you're using it, you're just going to layer things on top of each other. So your video will be layered on the bottom, your picture with the green item will be on top, or your video with the green item will be on top. All right, friends, this is Miss Seaman again, and here is something else that you can do. I went into Keynote and created a new presentation. Then I went to the plus sign at the bottom, got myself a blank screen, and then I added my photo. So I'm just going to copy and paste it onto here. But I put my photo in the camera roll. Here's my photo. And then the next thing I did was I added a green thought bubble. So I went to the plus sign, and you can see it's already there. But in the plus sign, you can go to the Images tab. I searched for bubble, and here's a quote bubble. You could really search for anything. If I wanted a baseball, let's say, I could search for a baseball. If that's something that I enjoy doing. I could also maybe go back and search for a triangle. That could then maybe be my bubble. So I can move it around and make it so that it's my thought bubble if I wanted to. And then once I have it selected, I'm going to go to the paintbrush and paint these green. So I'm just using this generic green color, and it works just well, just perfectly. So if I want my baseball a little bit bigger, I can make it a little bit bigger. The next thing I did was I needed to export this. So I went to the three circles and to export, and I just want to export it as an image. So I'm going to export it as a JPEG and click export. Okay, now I'm going to share it, and I want to share to my photos. So I'm going to save my images. And now they are in my photo roll. So if I go to my camera app, here's that image, and then my thought bubble image. Now to make this in the green screen, you can either go to iMovie and layer it, or I have found Vscope, which I really like. So I'm going to create a new project. I'm going to call it my name. And I'm going to put number 2 because this is the second video that I've made with my name. So I'm going to create a new project, and I'm going to put my video in the background. So I already have a video of myself. I'm going to go get that video and click OK. And yes, I want it to be a green screen effect, so I'm going to click yes. And then above that, I'm going to click the plus sign, and I'm going to my photos, and I'll get this baseball one. And yes, I want a green screen effect. So now this is kind of cool, because if I click on my picture, I can kind of move this around a little bit. And so now here's me thinking about me. How cool is that? So now I'm going to take this picture and just drag it out the length of my video. And now I'm going to click play.
Hi friends, this is Miss Seaman, and I'm demonstrating a few different ways that you can use the green screen.
So that's another way that you can use the green screen. You can also do this in iMovie. It's a little bit more difficult, but I will show you how to do this in iMovie too. Hi friends, this is Miss Seaman, and here's a way that you can create the same effect that I just showed you using iMovie. So I am in iMovie. I'm going to click the plus sign to add a new project. I'm going to click Movie. And now what I'm going to do is look for the video that I would like as my background video. So that's this one. So I'm going to click it and click Create Movie. Now here's a really tricky thing. I want to slide this video over so it's to the right side of that white line. So now that I have my video, I'm going to go to Photos and All, and I'm going to select that picture with the baseball. Before I add it to my movie, I'm going to click the three dots and click Green Blue Screen. When I do that, it automatically adds into iMovie, so now I can rewind it and play it.
Check out this doorway. When I open the door, there's a green piece of foam in the back.
Okay, not quite the video I wanted, but you get the idea. And the thing that's different about this was that in Vscope, I was able to move the picture around so that I could center myself in the video better. Here, I can't do that. So wherever the picture ends up is wherever the video is going to be. So if I don't like this, I can click on it and delete it. Here's my other picture, so I could try this one. Again, to get the background to be green screen, I'm going to click the three dots, click Green Blue Screen. There goes that picture. So now when I play it, there's
check out this door.
And again, I'm not centered in it very well, but that is something that you can't change in iMovie. So when I'm finished, I can click Done. And then there's a share button here, so I can click and save my video. And then I export that video, and it goes right to my photo library. So let me go show you in Vscope how you save. So in Vscope, if I want to save, next to the play button, here's the share button. This will have a watermark on it, so it'll say Vscope in the background, but that's okay. We don't want to buy this app. It's a free one, that's why it has that watermark. So I'm going to say yes, and then it's going to export that video too, and then it will ask me if I want to see it. So if I click yes, then it will take me to my photos library, and then I can play it. So you see the little Vscope Live on there, so that's not something that we'll be able to take away.
Hi friends, this is Missy.
But that's okay, because this is just for fun. So that is how you use iMovie and how you share out your videos. Hi friends, this is Miss Seaman, and now that I've shown you how to use the green screen, now I want to talk about the March Challenge for a little bit. So for the March Challenge, the challenge is to think of a place where the Magic School Bus would take you to show you something that you've been learning here at school. So I'm just imagining, if I was in pre-K, I know we've been talking about Dr. Seuss a little bit, so maybe I would go back to the time where I could see and maybe talk to Dr. Seuss and maybe help him write a book. Kindergarten, I think we're going to be talking about maps coming up pretty soon, so maybe I would go someplace where I could make my own map. First grade, maybe you're talking about South Carolina and landforms, so maybe I would float down one of the rivers from here to the ocean through South Carolina. And in second grade, we've been talking about biographies, so maybe I would choose my famous person that I've been writing about and go back and actually meet them in time. Third grade, you know we love studying about rocks. That was so much fun. So maybe I would go to the mountains somewhere, or go somewhere where I could dig up some rocks on the Magic School Bus. Fourth grade, I know, was talking about the solar system. Wouldn't it be fun if you could go visit one of those constellations, or maybe orbit the sun? That would be really cool. And then fifth grade has been talking about World War II. and also talking about underwater landforms. So it would be interesting maybe to go back to World War II and maybe step back and see if there was a way that we could prevent World War II or change the outcome of World War II, or wouldn't it be fun to go underwater to one of those landforms? So as you're thinking about your March challenge, think about something that you're learning in school. Where would Miss Frizzle take you on your Magic School Bus ride? Hi friends, this is Mrs. Seaman, and I have one more short video for you to show you how to upload your final project. So this is the directions for our project. In the middle of the directions you will see a QR code, or you will also see a link to Padlet. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the link to Padlet and open it up in Safari. And just a quick reminder that you want to make sure that you are using Padlet only for educational purposes. So I'm going to go to the plus sign, and then I want to be able to upload, but that's not an option. So I'm going to click this little pink button, and I'm going to look for upload. I'm going to go to my photo library and look for my video. So once I have found my video, I'm going to click use. Just remember, students, that your video should be 30 seconds or less, and that's really important. We want to keep these short. So you'll see that it is starting to upload my video, and when it is finished, it'll put me back at that first screen. So I want to make sure that I write my name, and also I want to be sure to add my school. So I'm going to write OES here. Notice at the bottom it is working on uploading. So then the next thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to change this to green just because it is March and we're doing a green screen challenge, and then I'm going to click submit. So there's my video. Notice that it says that it's awaiting approval, so Ms. Goff is going to approve your video before your friends will be able to see it. So that is how you upload for the challenge. If you need questions, or if you have questions, or if you need help, see me and I can help you. Hey friends, this is Mrs. Seaman. I am standing in front of a green screen because I want to show you another neat trick that you can do with the green screen. So I think I want to put myself in many different places today. So today I want to go to Disney World. Tomorrow, I think I want to go to Italy. That's my favorite place to go. And then maybe the next day, let's see, I really want to see a volcano. So I think I'm going to go to Hawaii to see a volcano. Alright friends, so you just watched my green screen video where I snapped my fingers and I wound up someplace else. So I used Vscope for that project. Here's my project right here. You can see as I scroll through, here I am just talking in front of the green screen, and then here are my pictures. So I'm going to recreate this real fast so that you can see what it looks like. So I'm going to go to Vscope. I am going to create a new project. I'm going to call it Snap, and then create a new project. So once I do that, it's all a matter of layering again. So I'm going to go get my video. Here it is. I'm going to click OK. It's going to ask me if I want to add the green screen effect, so I'm going to say yes. And then I am going to scroll through to where my first snap is, which is all the way back here. So I'm going to play it till I saw that snap. Now here's the only bad thing about Vscope. When you add your picture, so I'm going to go to photos, get my first picture, which was Disney World, it puts it all the way at the beginning. So if you look at the timestamp, that will help you as you try to figure out where that video needs to go. So I'm going to move all the way back here. I think mine was around 18 something. So let me play it.
Disney World. Disney World.
Okay, so I just heard that snap. So I'm going to move this picture back right around there. Let me see, let's play it. Okay, so you see I moved that picture to where that snap was. So now I'm going to drag out this side until my next snap. So it looks like my next snap is possibly there. So let's keep playing it. Tomorrow I think I want to go to Italy. That's my favorite place to go. Okay, so I still haven't snapped yet. going to bring this out a little bit more, and then I'm going to click my plus sign, look for my other video. It's Italy, so I'm going to click OK. I'm going to put that video there and play. Okay, so I'm still in Disney. I need to just adjust this a little bit till I get it right at my snap. All right, so that was a little too much. Let me try it a little bit more. There we go. So that's all you need to do if you want to try this project using the green screen.